The farmer is said to become an overnight millionaire after stumbling across the 70-million-year-old bones of two dinosaurs on his land. The enormous 38-foot-long Tyrannosaurus rex was discovered just a few miles from the 26-foot Triceratops, and together they are set to fetch more than 2 million pounds. The T-Rex skeleton is so significant that it is said to be among the top 20 ever found in the world, as it boasts around 40% of its original bones. The rest of the skeleton is made up of cast bones from other T-Rex finds. The Triceratops, a herbivore known for having two large horns on its head and a smaller one on its nose, is 70% original. Note from video editor: the Triceratops is confirmed to be a younger fakery version of the Dinosaurs. The bones of the gigantic beasts were found on a 20-square-mile ranch in Hell Creek in the U.S. state of Montana before being excavated by dinosaur fossil hunters. They have since been prepared and mounted ready for sale. The T-Rex is tipped to fetch 1.4 million pounds, while the Triceratops could fetch 560,000 pounds. The world record for the most expensive dinosaur fossil was set in 1997 when Suit, a Tyrannosaurus rex, sold for 5.4 million pounds. Tom Lindgren, from Bondham's Auctioneer's Natural History Department, said, "These dinosaurs are very significant, very impressive and very valuable." Both were found on the same ranch in Montana just a few miles apart in summer 2012, when a rancher noticed some bones sticking out of his land. Those watching the National Geographic Channel on Sunday would have seen the oddball T-Rex autopsy, where a recreated Tyrannosaurus was dissected on screen. Obviously this blended a bit of fact and scientific best guesses, but it was also an incredible technical achievement. After all, while Jurassic World's dinosaurs do have to move on screen, they don't have to show the internal organs. I was one of the scientific consultants for this show and spent plenty of hours on the phone, writing emails and poring over photos and videos of the work. I also got to visit the studio where the animal was manufactured and see the amazing work that went into building such a creature. As a big fan of recreating dinosaurs on screen, this was a fantastic experience, but one I had to keep a secret until the show was out. Sculpted heart for the Tyrannosaurus. The silver covering will help stop the clay drying, and plastic insets are to separate the future mold so it can be split apart after casting. You've built a lot of creatures and monsters including dinosaurs and Star Wars characters before in your career, but was this one any different to previous efforts? Building creatures and fantasy creatures for films and TV can be challenging, but when a creature has to look absolutely real, with bones being cut into, blood flowing and entrails being examined by a vet and paleontologists, it becomes even more of a challenge. There was so much to this project, with every aspect of the build having to be run past a team of paleontologists, phycologists and National Geographic Standards and Practices Department for fakery before we could continue our build. Once the surface layers of skin and muscle had been cut into, all the organs that were found inside had to be realistic in looks, touch, and we included smells as well. We were really up against time with such a complex project. In all 17 people, but with a core team of 12, we started in mid-November 2014 and finished in mid-May. We also hired a cast of the Stan skull from Oxford University Museum of Natural History, and we purchased the cast of a skeletal T-Rex arm from the Sue skeleton and cast of a foot from the Stan skeleton. We had data files of the skeletal skin of T-Rex Sue and a study of muscle bulk based on a number of T-Rex skeletons, which was a great starting point for us. The lucrative business of fake, life-size dinosaurs. While animatronic dinosaur exhibits are popular in the U.S., Field Station is the first theme park dedicated entirely to them. The attraction cost $2.5 million to get up and running, not including the cost of the life-size dinosaurs themselves, which Cassell says he's not at liberty to disclose. The reptiles' molded foam rubber with steel skeletons were custom designed by China's Zhangjiang Bamboo Culture Development and moved courtesy of Kumatat Robotics of Richardson, Tex. PR, an Australian company, created a puppets. The exhibit, which targets kids ages 3 to 11, has partnered with the New Jersey State Museum to develop its educational programming, along with 5 corporate sponsors, including Lego and Crayola. It would appear to be a wise investment, because evidence suggests the fake dinosaur business is booming. Walking with Dinosaurs, the Arena Spectacular, the globe-trotting $19 million stage show featuring a cast of 20 ambulatory dinosaur figures, grossed $104.1 million in worldwide box office in 2010, earning it the number 7 spot on concert industry. Temporary animatronic dinosaur exhibits have proved a valuable add-on for science centers, theme parks, and zoos. Chow says her company might charge anywhere from $300,000 to more than $500,000 for a 6-month indoor exhibit housing 15 to 20 dinosaurs. During the soft launch of Field Station, Dinosaurs this May, the grounds were teeming with smiling kids and parents. Garcelle expects the park, whose season runs until November 11th, to receive some 10,000 visitors a week. Attendance on par with that of the medium-sized zoo.